It's time for Hoodwinked movie reviews, starting with Hoodwinked. Do you ever watch a movie and think to yourself, one day I'm going to die? There was a hood, but no one winked. False advertising. Red sounded a lot like Anne Hathaway, which is weird because I know she wouldn't be in some crap like this. Never ever. I can't believe Anne Hathaway did 2 legendary films in 2005, Brokeback Mountain and Hoodwinked. Actors, $5 million. Writing and crew, $1 million. Marketing, $2 million. Animation, 63 cents. Please help me budget this, my movie is starving. One of the funniest animated films I've seen, with some of the worst animation I've seen. The animation looks like it was done by a freaking hamster, it's so bad.
I tried my best!
This is literally Knives Out, only good and with PS2 Crash Bandicoot graphics. The animation had to be this ugly because they knew it would be too powerful otherwise.
Must be Italian.
This movie's deeply weird animation has aged terribly, but the fairy tale noir crime drama absurdity has honestly become even funnier to me as time has passed. Yes, the characters move like malfunctioning animatronics. Yes, I know all the words to the Schnitzel Truck song. What about it? Soundtrack, filled with bangers. I genuinely sing these daily. Comedy, on another level, transcends space and time. Plot, probably the most unexpected twist in movie history. Animation, absolutely horrifying. Those Schnitzel children haunt my nightmares. Would be a 5 out of 5 if those freak kids got hit by the Schnitzel truck. They really nailed how Europeans look. This movie made me nauseous at least 18 times.
But we don't arrest people for being creepy.
Yeah, Bruce, know that guy we got in the tank?
The creepy one?
Yeah, better let him go.
I was completely sober watching this, but by the time the goat started yodeling, I felt high as f***. By the way, do not trust Red Riding Hood. At timestamp 9/11, she causes a car crash and shows no visible remorse. Do with that what you will. Truly a generation-defining classic. I'm not kidding when I say this movie should be preserved in the Library of Congress. You release this movie today, and there would be Sigma edits of Granny Puckett. Granny is a feminist icon. Miss Bitch has walked through the Valley of the Dark Shadows and fears no evil. Thinking about how Triple G is my personal hero and inspiration. Need to smoke with the Triple G. Granny's in my dream blunt rotation. Granny is just too gangster. My face when red is blue. Red is blue. Many similarities between this rabbit character and Walter White. To this day, you bet I associate drinking coffee with the squirrel from Hoodwinked. We gotta get that squirrel some Adderall. I just accidentally saw a TikTok that played this entire movie at 25 times speed, so I guess I have to log it. Not above admitting I cracked up at the raised by wolves joke. The wolf was my sexual awakening. Nikki Flippers can have my children. One of the greatest films of all time, a gripping narrative that expands on the fairy tales we all know and love in a unique and comedic manner, alongside an in-depth analysis of police corruption, capitalism, and dangerous recreational sports. A thrilling ride of shocks and discoveries. Why is this bunny suspicious? What is this grandma up to? Why do I find this frog detective attractive? These questions and their resulting answers for the audience create a phenomenal experience that changes the lives of all who watch. 2 of my roommates just called this the worst movie they've ever seen, so I'm moving out. Hoodwinked Too, Hood vs. Evil. Ew. Like a 6 on a scale from movie to psych ward.
You've been hoodwinked! Too! Yeah, Hansel!
Yeah, Gretel!
We're evil!
Bill Hader and Amy Poehler as Hansel and Gretel changed what it means to be German. Hoodwinked 1 walked so Hoodwinked 2 could trip down the stairs and shit itself. The flavors in this movie were impeccable. The wolf was Kronk, but a hairy wolf having a midlife crisis. The frog had a fine mustache and beautiful legs. The spider had teeth. Granny was a badass. Twitchy was a mood because I too live off 1 hour of sleep and unhealthy amounts of caffeine. And most of all, the GOAT. He was the most unnecessarily beautiful part of this movie. I mean, one of his deaths became a JoJo's reference. Being crushed and opera music. Why did we as a society allow this movie to happen? Why weren't there marches in the street and people protesting this abomination? Stinky, smelly, nasty, foul, rancid, putrid, fetid, grody, olive, revolting, rotten, repugnant, malodorous, mephitic, noisome trash. Shout out to the romantic harp music that plays when Wolf asks if Red is okay and when they look at each other at the end. The wolf literally needs to be president of Australia, or life in general. Watching this broke me out in a rash, and the only cure is to watch Hoodwinked again. To quote Hoodwinked enthusiast Rosie Cronin, the only good part of this is that they gave Granny a massive dump truck. No. Just no. Immunodeficiency! Okay, I got this movie out of my system. Do you really give a crap what someone thinks about this movie? Go read something else. Close this tab and go on literally any other page on the internet. Thank you to everyone who suggested I read Hoodwinked reviews, and thank you, of course, for watching. I'd like to announce that I have started a Patreon, and becoming a patron gives you 2 benefits, currently. The first one is that I will read your name at the end of my videos if you are a patron, and you will be able to access unedited versions of my videos that I have had to heavily edit for YouTube. If you wanted to have your name said at the end of my videos and just support me in that way, and get a little shout out, hear your name in my voice: Bartleby, Amanda, Joan, Priscilla, Agatha, Dave, Bonecrusher 6000. You could be in my next video. Please don't feel like you have to sign up for my Patreon. I don't want you to spend money on me if you don't really want to, or you can't afford it. Please do not do that. Just being here and being subscribed and supporting me, that's all I need. This is just something extra if you want. Yeah, have a great day. I'll see you later.